Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we play the What It Sold For game.
Uh-oh.
Jeff has a feature on the top 10 states with the biggest gas taxes.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Mars reviews the new Buick Encore. All that and more just ahead on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, down at the end of the dais. We always need more Jeff Zekin next to me. And I am Nod Nordsma, and it's so good to have you with us today.
The chutzpah.
Nod Nordsma.
Okay.
My old friend Roger Bateman gave everybody in the newsroom years and years ago their new name, which was backwards. Nod Don Nordsma. Armstrong backwards. Clever. What would yours be?
His Eminence.
Fedge. Fedge.
Yeah.
It starts with an N.
Yeah.
I don't know. Think about it. Yours would be Ram.
Mars for Mars.
Mars.
Oh.
Ram. Backwards. Come on, Mars. Play the game.
I was looking at Michael. How am I going to get that out of that?
No, I'm not Mike. It's too. Michael's way too difficult.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Couldn't help you on that. Play along at home if you can figure that out.
Yeah. You'd have to just spell it out. That's
There
what we
you go.
did. All right.
Phonetically.
So why don't we start with some recalls? We always have recalls.
Okay.
Honda's got a bunch of them for the 2023 through 2025 models, Accords, Civics, and hybrids. High-pressure fuel pump may leak. Now, that's not a good thing. You're going to have that fuel pump going kind of like one of those sprinklers that you use for your front yard.
Okay.
High-pressure fuel pump.
Well,
Yeah.
as opposed to the low-pressure fuel pump.
Well, yeah, like you used to have on your Chevy Straight Six.
Like a drip.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't much. You would know about that. Toyota Motor Engineering and Manufacturing is calling the Toyota Sequoia Hybrid, the Tundra, and the Tundra Hybrid for 24 because of damaged tire sidewall.
What?
That's what it says.
Are they scraping the
stuff.
curbs
Yeah.
on coming off the assembly line?
Well,
or what?
tires are made with a rim protector built in, but that doesn't always work depending on your velocity going into it.
Yeah, your velocity, that's right. Loss of steering from the front control arm because of separation. That's not good. Martha, I ain't turning the car the way it's supposed to go there. We don't know what happened.
Hands on the wheel.
Like driving on ice.
Yeah, so there's that for the Ford Bronco 24 to 25. Mustang Mach-E. Loss of power brake assist. I assume you could still stop it without the power.
The booster, maybe?
And more damaged sidewall on the Mercedes-Benz AMG GLB 35 and the GLB 250 for 2025.
No,
What?
So it's a recall because the tires have
Damaged sidewalls.
scraped
I
something.
guess that it must have been some sort of manufacturing
Could be,
defect,
yeah.
but how did it get out of the tire manufacturing facility
and then how did they get out of the
onto a car?
Those things
and then
happen.
get out to get to the out of the assembly factory, and then how to get to the dealer and how to get out of the dealer.
Apparently it didn't go pop. You know, it might have a flop, 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 flop on the tire as you roll down the street.
Yeah, but
I don't
would have
know.
thought somebody would
Belt
say, "Ooh,
separation.
there's a new set of tires. That's $1,000 that they could have sold."
Well,
That just
listen.
never mind.
There was a, I'm on a Corvette forum, and so I get these notifications. And somebody will post on Facebook, because I'm on that thing too for Corvettes, about problems that they're having with their C5 Corvette. I didn't sign up for all the other ones, just the C5. And somebody has had this whole thing about tires. What kind of tires should I buy? Well, there's only so many that are available for that size on that car.
Right.
And man, some of these guys are really passionate about, the Nittos, the Michelins, the Goodyear, whatever it is that they're into. Oh, don't buy that other one. That thing's not worth a darn. Really? Why not? I mean, it's truly amazing how passionate they are about a brand of tire.
Mm-hmm.
I guess back in the day, way back in the day, I was a Goodyear guy. Then I wised up and went, I'm not getting the wear on this tire that I should. And I paid a lot of money for it. So
Well, my dad worked at Goodyear, so he got a little bit of a discount. So we were all Goodyear. People till he retired. And that's when I learned, Michelin's are pretty good tires too.
Yeah.
what do you think, Jeff? You're the tire guy.
Michelin was the go-to tire to fix all your drivability issues.
Why was that?
Because it was a high-quality, high-engineered tire, and they stood behind it.
Yes.
And they're still.
I was going to say, I think that they still do, don't
Well,
they?
they still, all of them do, but it used to be there was a big variance between the quality of, say, like a Uniroyal, Goodyear, Bridgestone, and then there was a big gap up to the Michelin brand. That gap has now, over the past, I would say, 10, 15 years, has gone to like a little pencil-thin line. There in that pencil-thin line is all the quality. It used to be a big difference. There was a big differentiate.
So let me ask you this. Speaking of which, you can go the good, better, best route, and I use it as an example because most of the time I always check with discount because typically they have the best price and you can get there and have it done, no hassle, all that stuff.
And they carry a good, better, best line.
Yeah, and so the good is usually some brand that I've never heard of. Theirs, I assume.
Yeah, house brand.
Yeah, house brand but it's made by, I would imagine, the same manufacturers that manufacture everything else.
A perfect example is you've got, say, a Goodyear tire, and you're at a discount tire or maybe a Goodyear store buying that tire. There's slight differences because Goodyear manufactures for their premium brands, which are the Goodyear stores, and then maybe a discount tire, and then below that would be a Walmart or a Sam's Club or one of the big box stores like that, where they don't put an emphasis. Maybe the tread pattern is a little different or the sipes are different. That's the way they engineer the tire. If you're going to buy a premium tire, we're going to give you the whole shoot match. And then if you want to carry on to that or get on the coattails, well, we're not going to give you that because that's a proprietary, that word, for that brand. So we're going to back off a little bit of the engineering, maybe change this because there's trademarks and things involved in that. So you can get a Goodyear from a lot of different places, but it's not quite the same Goodyear.
So if you want the big Goodyear,
go to a Goodyear store.
Go to a Goodyear store.
Michelin. Go with someone that actually deals with Michelin, not just hey, I've got a Michelin, I got a Bridgestone. They're carrying all the varieties, like a grocery store carries all the brands.
Right.
That's good if you want to do that. I mean, it's all affordability, your budget. I
like to refer to it as no different than going into the cottage cheese department at H-E-B. There you've got the Borden, there you've got the H-E-B, and then you got the Hill Country Fair.
Yeah, you got all that stuff. And
it's price tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
And then
It's
occasionally
all
something goes on
cottage cheese,
sale. And the manufacturers still have the ride and drive free for 30 days. If you're not satisfied in the 30 days, bring it back. We'll change out the brand. We're not going to upgrade you because if we do that, you're going to have to pay more. But they'll put you in a like brand of that tire for that price. They still do that.
I didn't realize that. We always had to go to the Goodyear store because that's where they honored the Goodyear discount for the employees. And so that's just what we did. I didn't realize that we were actually getting a better tire per se, or a different tire than if we went to discount.
I look at it as a better tire. So other folks don't. Other folks look at their pocketbook, which is fine too. I used to be a big fan of buying what came on that car. But over the years and seeing how the engineering and seeing how all the manufacturers work and the retail side of it and what people really want to afford, it's not necessarily true anymore.
Well, if you go to the Goodyear store, though, let's say you've got a 2015 Impala. Did they make that in 2015? Anyway, you got a 2015 Impala. Okay, so here's the top of the line Goodyear, but it's that size, and then there is a medium priced Goodyear in that size, and then you got the entry level.
But look at it this way: you've got General Motors, you've got your Cadillac brand, you've got your Chevrolet brand, and your Buick, and all that. Those are the levels. Those are the good, better, best of that brand. Same principle. It's the same design. Yeah.
Okay. Well, at any rate, some of these tire guys are really passionate about their brand. I know that Nitto, when it came into the market, oh my God, I got to have my Nittos.
Yes.
Yeah, That was the big thing. And to take it out on the concrete and burn the tires right off of it.
Because you've got the drifters use the Nittos and the Falcons and all that, and they make specifically designed tires for the stickiness.
Exactly.
And, if you heat them up, they get sticky. You don't necessarily want to have that on an everyday driver of a passenger car tire. You want to have the quietness. You look at a tire, the side sipes on it, or the pattern of it. The closer they are together, the quieter the tire. The further away they are, the louder the tire, the noisier they are. You can hear that on trucks.
My God.
That Ford you had. It hummed along. You could hear it coming before you saw it because of the tread blocks are so separated and they're so thick.
Yeah, and some of those tires are softer, just because you want to be able to heat them up and stuff. And some of the manufacturers put them on. I think it's Nissan's got one of their little hot rods has got some tires on it that my grandson, he got one of those. Oh, this is going to be so cool. I mean, it's a great looking car. It's the little gray one with the red striping on it. The tires didn't last 20,000 miles on it.
Well, they generally do. Out of the factory, they're going to last probably the first warranty period of that.
Yeah, he didn't make that.
Ladies and gentlemen, time now for this week's Hemmings Sold Car Weekly Roundup. These are vehicles that were sold via auction online through Hemmings, and we pick a few of them, and I ask the boys what they think the price will be. And this one here is for Jeff in particular.
Okay.
This is a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, white on white. It's a pretty car. What do you think that would sell for? It looks like it's all factory stock and, the wire wheel covers and everything. It looks good. Big long hood, short rear deck.
I'm going to go 17.
Go 12.
17,693. Jeff, did you?
Yeah, he
did
knows.
You
I
know?
did not look. He knows him Cadillac.
I know my Cadillac. Okay. I get 10 points
So
for that.
yeah, you do. So if you know your Cadillacs, then here's one: a 1937 Cadillac 7523. How much was that?
75.
I don't know where 7523 came from. I guess it was a model. A 1937 Cadillac. It's a sedan, big wide whites. It looks all stock.
60 grand.
Ooh, no, I'm thinking 30.
$21,000.
Oh boy.
And looks like it runs because they've got it in a.
Let me see. I'll take 2.
This one right there. Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I don't know where you'd put it.
That looks like
That wouldn't fit in your garage.
It looks like Stan's Buick.
Yeah, Stan's Buick. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Like Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
How about here's one for you, Mars? A 1978 Ford Mustang Cobra.
78.
A 78. So I think that's a Fox body.
I was going to say
78 Ford Mustang Cobra. Cute little car, but it's a Mustang Cobra. What do you think?
They're pretty popular.
But this is a Mustang Cobra now, so that would be really popular.
the performance.
Well, for the day.
The Fox body. You said that with a straight face,
I did.
Jeff. All right, so you bumped me up to 30.
Oh, I'll do 22.
15,750. You don't know.
He psyched me. He psyched me on that.
In the same
You kept
family.
throwing out Cobra.
Yeah.
Got it in your head.
In the same family, a 1963 Ford Falcon 4-door sedan, red with a white top and white sidewalls. How much?
7.
7,000?
9.
9? 12,285.
Too much.
Mars, this is for Neaterville, 1956 Chevrolet 3200. So that would be a 3/4 ton.
3/4 ton.
And this is a step side.
Factory?
Looks, complete factory, even a factory color.
12.
56.
12?
I'll go 15.
16.8.
Damn.
And I guess part of the reason that I do this is because it's to show everybody that if you want to get into the classic car or hot rods or whatever, there are a lot of them. Most of them are affordable.
A cool daily driver.
Yeah, you may not buy a 67 Z28 factory original Survivor.
No, you're not. No. If you're going to do that, then you're going to have some deep pockets.
Yeah, you're not looking at this anyway.
Like the Eldo. The Eldo would be a good Sunday cruiser.
Absolutely.
Going through the windy roads, going on the hot rod tour.
Hot rod tour.
Here's another hot rod tour car. For you, Jeff, a 1948 Buick Estate Wagon.
Oh,
A wagon.
priceless.
You want to see it? Look at that. It's even got a little wood on the side of it.
I've got a little wood
Still
looking
in
at that.
Yeah, you got some wood. He didn't say that.
Did.
He did say that. So what do you think that would bring?
32.
Man, I don't have a clue, but if it's got Jeff that excited, I'll go to 40.
$63,000. Now, for you Jeep freaks out there, and I know that there are a lot of them that listen to this program, here's a 1951 Willys.
What you talking about?
CJ3A. Now, I don't know what a 3A is, but it's a CJ, okay? It has every look of the World War II Jeep.
Does it look beat up?
No, it's been, restored, but it's not factory original or anything. It's a driver. A 51 Willys CJ3A. What do you think something like that would
You go first.
10. I'm going to go 10.
10.
That's stretching it, I think.
I'm going to go 8.
13,650. It's a little pricey.
Yeah, that's a little pricey.
But that's
must be something to that particular model because
probably runs good, all original.
And our last one is going to be the 1941 Lincoln Zephyr. Now, I'm going to show you this. And it only shows the front end, but it's pretty cool.
It's like a gold or a beige.
Yeah, it's a gold. It's looks like a two-tone gold.
Lincoln Zephyr.
Lincoln Zephyr, 1941.
32.
32.
Now remember, the other one was. Hold on a second.
Jeff's taking notes.
Yeah, the 48 was 63.
That was a Cadillac.
Yeah, no. Well, okay. I'm gonna stick with 32.
Okay.
Are you?
The price that this went
25.
for the 41 Lincoln Zephyr was $15,750.
Yeah, you got it. You fooled me.
I don't know.
I don't think that's a very popular car.
No. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
All I can
Probably
tell
not.
you is that cars are out there. They're available.
Not that year.
If you got $20,000 burning a hole in your pocket to get on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, they're available. Go for it.
20,000, you can buy lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And those boys are posting a lot of stuff. They do stuff every weekend. They go on cruises.
all the time.
Short little journeys and things.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I'm excited to talk to them again. I got something from the other day. They said they're still trying to finalize this year's tour, but they're coming our direction.
That's good.
That's all he said. Is he's coming this direction.
So we won't have to go down there. We just wait for him to come here.
Well, it depends on what they're doing. That was a really neat start
That was.
they had down there in Victoria.
Well, they'll probably start in Victoria.
But-
That's where they're
but-
from.
But the on the square down there in downtown Victoria, that was new and it was awesome. And they had the symphony. I didn't even know they have a symphony playing there. It was really cool.
It's some dancers. They had some sort of like a city anniversary celebration going on. They combined it all together.
I think that they need to do that in conjunction with the Hot Rod Tour of Texas every year.
They rebuilt the gazebo or the town square area.
Yeah.
They rebuilt all that. So that was kind of ribbon
nice.
cutting and all that.
Yeah.
But if you go down there without the tour, there's a lot of one-way streets. If you go down to Victoria, there's a lot of downtown. It's not where your Hot Rod Tour you could go everywhere. That's kind of directed. So,
Hey, the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through through the In-Wheel Time app on your phone. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk and new daily podcasts available from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream our weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this break.
Free tacos again at the Tailpipes and Tacos pre-holiday cruise-in. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos cruise-in returns to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, November 16th. Bring a new unwrapped toy and get a free breakfast taco. Toys will be donated to Toys for Tots and Houston Children's Charity. Get to the best and one of the last cruise-ins of the year. Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, November 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, donate a new unwrapped toy, and grab a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. It's the end of the year car show season, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco and camaraderie at Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, November 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Bring a toy, get a free Lupi taco, and feel good about heading into the holiday season at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Is your car ready for that all-important holiday road trip? Gulf Coast Auto Shield is having another car social Saturday, December 7th, and you're invited. Bring your car, truck, or SUV and find out what it'll take to get that thing looking new again. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, camera installs, and wheel repair. The car social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. Join the car social Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon. Talk to other owners and see how good your car can look on the road trip to Aunt Mary's. She'll want that good-looking ride in her driveway, I promise. Put it on your calendar. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Holiday Car Social and Road Trip Get Ready. Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then.
If you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. info@inwheeltime is the address. Time now to open up your coin purse. The top 10 states where the highest gasoline taxes reside.
You betcha. So the top 10 in this country, number 10 is Oregon. Tax rate in Oregon is 40 cents per gallon.
Holy cow.
Yep, Oregon is one of the most expensive states when it comes to the cost of gas due to its high gas tax. But you may want to review your tax bill if you live in the state because a gallon of gas is taxed, but Oregon is only one of 5 states that does not have a sales tax, so that's part of it as well. So you could help save yourself some money. Number 9 in this outfit is North Carolina, which is 40.65 cents per gallon. If you want to fill up before you go to North Carolina to save yourself some money, that's a good idea. States like Tennessee and South Carolina have lower taxes than North Carolina, while Virginia is at 39.1 cents per gallon, which makes it just barely out of the top 10. So number 8 is New Jersey, 42.35 cents per gallon. New Jersey is a unique law with making a gallon of gas more expensive than other states, and here's why. In addition to the high tax rate, the Garden State is also the only state in the U.S. where you can't pump your own gas. They're all complete full-service stations, so you just can't whip up in there, throw $5 in and leave. You got to wait in line and get everybody to, come on out and do all that. Number 7 is Maryland. 47.19 cents per gallon. Maryland's gas tax fluctuates based on the inflation rate due to the laws passed by the state legislature. Go figure. So while the current tax rate may be high, it actually went down slightly in July compared to the sales tax rate of the previous year. Number 6, Michigan, homegrown state, 48 cents per gallon. Despite Michigan's gas tax rate, the state's cost for a gallon of gas is actually close to being in line with the national average. The national average for a gallon of gas is around $3.20, while a gallon of gas in Michigan is around $3.25. That's according to AAA. Now, a lot of these things, this story actually comes to us from Jenny Cohen, part of that organization.
Jenny.
Indiana is number 5. Tax rate there is 51.7 cents per gallon. Indiana may be known for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where cars drive fast, but you might be slowing down when you factor in the taxes on a gallon of gas in that state. But the good news is the cost of gas in Indiana is less than the national average, with drivers paying around $3 per gallon in the Hoosier State. Washington is number 4 on this list, and it's 52.82 cents per gallon. Washington's tax rate is one of the reasons why it's so expensive to fill up your tank if you live in the Pacific Northwest. So you got Oregon number 10, Washington's 4. A gallon of gas average price is around $4. It makes only one of 2 states above it when an average gallon of gas is that high. This makes Washington the second most expensive state for a gallon of gas, according, again, to AAA. Number 3 is Pennsylvania. There's a lot about Pennsylvania the past few weeks. 58.7 cents per gallon. Pennsylvania is a big state, so it could be difficult to fill up your tank before crossing over almost, 60 cents in gases or taxes for the gas. So it's going to be a long drive accordingly. You may also have to pay additional money in the state's Pennsylvania Turnpike, which also includes parts of several major interstate roads. So you're getting double whack there. Illinois is number 2, 66.5 cents per gallon. Stock up your wallet with a lot of money because Illinois can be expensive when the state taxes on your gas. It also goes to the road taxes as well. The state has the second highest tax for gas in the country, and you may want to be cautious if you take a road trip that goes through Illinois. It also has one of the highest state sales tax of the country, so you're getting double whammy there. Number one, drum roll, Don, is California. 68.1 cents per gallon in tax. California's tax rate contributes to the highest gas cost in the state, making it the most expensive state to a gallon of gas. The average price for a gallon of gas in California is $4.60, which is one of 2 states in the U.S. Washington is the other one, which have the highest. And this is all according to the AAA folks.
Gee whiz. Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars, 2525. No.
What?
20 in the year 25. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. He's
Buick Encore.
Oh, man.
Another place and another time.
I need everybody to go grab some refreshments because this is going to be good.
This is going to be good. Yes, the 2025 Buick.
You got 2 minutes to do it.
Oh, boy.
Sport Touring all-wheel drive. Comes in 3 packages. You can get the Preferred, the Sport Touring, or the Avenir, which we had the Sport Touring. Now, this is a subcompact SUV. Buick calls it a small. First introduced in 2020, had a big update in 2024. So here we are tweaking things a little bit. Has 5 passengers. Outside, we got some nice black trim pieces and LED external lighting, which is the headlights, taillights, the intelligent high beam headlights, daytime running lights, roof racks with side rails, the adjustable height lift gate, and panoramic moonroof. Have you noticed that you get a panoramic moonroof, but the smaller the car is, the less size you get? So we also had the optional black 19-inch aluminum wheels. Now, one thing I wanted to note on this thing is it's pointed out on the Monroney that for the tire pressure system, there's no tire monitoring on the spare tire. The other Buick I have doesn't point that out. For some reason, that's
what
different.
you got a tire gauge for.
So with them small cars. Inside, we had the synthetic leather seating, 60/40 fold flat rear seat, not a third row, thank goodness. Diagonal 11-inch touchscreen, which worked really good. You're going to find all your convenience controls there. Apple, Android. Does not have the heated and ventilated front seats on it, and you're going to find out here in a little bit how that helps out. 8-inch driver screen where you're going to find all your driver information that you're going to need, USB outlets front and rear. And it had the Buick quiet tuning with active noise cancellation, and that really works, I'm going to tell you. Because the one I'm driving now is a lot noisier. Now, this had the 1.3 turbo 3-cylinder engine in it. It comes standard with a 1.2, but this had the 1.3. 155 horsepower, 174 pound-feet of torque, 9-speed automatic. This thing will tow 1,000 pounds. Not a whole lot, but that's enough to get your jet ski, maybe a little small camper, a little trailer to go to Lowe's or Home Depot. EPA says you should look for 26 in the city. Highway should be 28 and combined 27 miles to the gallon. Now, I drove 233 miles, and I got 24.8 across that time. I was well pleased with what I got out of that, with the way I was driving it. Ride and handling.
Because he had it nailed the entire time.
It's a Buick.
Yes. It's got some easy steering. I mean, all the stuff has gone to electronic, and I understand that, but it's easy the way they've got it set up. So city driving was really easy. You could kind of whip it around a little bit.
What did Becky think?
She didn't mind the way I was driving it.
I didn't ask you that question.
No, she liked it. You know, it's not quite as big enough for her. She wants something a little bit bigger. She thinks she needs something a little bit bigger, but it works great because it zips around town. You get out on the highway, it'll run highway speeds real easy. The only problem I had with it, out on the highway at highway speeds, if you decided you needed to make a high-speed maneuver, like pass somebody, that 9-speed automatic, you could tell that's the only time I really noticed it had a 9-speed. It took a little bit more for it to find where it was going. Around town, that was not a problem. Now, here's the thing I really liked about this thing. Base model price on the Buick car.
Encore?
Yeah, Encore. I was looking for the GX, and it's really not the GX I'm talking about. The base Encore is really what I'm talking about, $26,000.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That'll put you in this car. Now, the base trim price, which is the GX model, then you're looking at $28,800, and the GX Sport Touring all-wheel drive push it up to $33,380 as tested. Now, if you're looking for something else that's kind of in that category, you look across at the Mazda CX-30 starts at $24,995. The Trailblazer at $23,000, and the Crosstrek from Subaru at $27,000. So it's something you definitely need to look at if you're looking at that small SUV CUV package.
I want to tell everybody that today's In Wheel Time Car Show is sponsored by the group of original Loopy Tortilla restaurants in Houston, Beaumont, and College Station, Gulf Coast Auto Shield, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories. We continue after this break.
The holidays are upon us, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories is your local one-stop for the auto enthusiast on your gift list. Pro-Am Auto has been serving Houston since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am was one of the very first distributors in the U.S. for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbeau, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier shopping corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse and showroom with installation and service bays. Pro-Am reaches a worldwide audience through ProAmAuto.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. Holiday gift-giving is alive and well at Pro-Am Auto. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The fabulous Hemi Hideout is having an open house, and you're invited. Mark your calendar for Saturday, November 9th, 10:30 to 12:30, and make a reservation today for a 2-hour opportunity to see an eye-popping tribute to American muscle cars, a collection of neon signs that'll dazzle, all in a venue like no other in the country. Entry to this rare Hemi Hideout open house is by reservation only, 713-825-2555. The $10 cash donation per person is matched and given to Brookshire Charities. See you November 9th at the Hemi Hideout, and Will Time will be there too.
Hey, Houston, it's back! America's greatest hot rod tradition is Thanksgiving weekend. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama at the George R. Brown Convention Center. 4 days of hot rods, customs, trucks, and muscle cars. Don't miss the Evel Knievel tribute. The Mega World Transforming Robot Car. Lowrider Showcase. Meet Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard. Hip-hop legend Flava Flav. Farm Truck and Asian from Street Outlaws. Autorama. Thanksgiving weekend. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Part of the Summer Racing Equipment Show Car Series. See Autorama.com for more info.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.